Thank you.
Is anyone waiting to get in? Because this looks like it's only us.
Sonia, can you check? Melissa said she's waiting to be let in the meeting.
Mr. Smith. Yeah, yeah, that's what we're looking, trying to get you in, because we are looking, we are in, and you are.
Okay, all right, can you hear me over the speaker, Starling?
Yes,
Okay, good.
you're tilted up and all we see is your head and the light above you.
I'll fix it.
That's a little better.
That better?
A little, yeah.
I might close these windows. I'm kind of.
Oh, no, I was only kidding you. I was only kidding you.
No, it's just kind of dark. Yeah, so well.
Or is that you want it on this screen right here?
Oh well, I guess I'll just be in darkness.
No, turn it back on. You were better.
Was it better? You like that better?
Yeah, there you go. We can see you a little better there.
All right. Sorry about that. I'm just a big old head is all I am. All right, so we got everybody who we're missing. Where's David? Is he?
David Williams is here.
Is he? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we got everybody, right?
You can turn your video on, Mr. Williams.
Okay, are we live?
We are live.
Okay. The meeting will now come to order. Welcome to the July 20th, 2022 meeting of the Durham County Board of Equalization and Review. My name is David Smith, and I am the chairman of the board. I would like to start by acknowledging that we are conducting this meeting using a remote electronic platform as permitted by Session Law 2020-3. The Board of Equalization and Review is a quasi-judicial body that is governed by the North Carolina General Statutes. The board conducts evidentiary hearings on appeals for appraised real and personal property tax evaluations. Today's meeting will proceed much like an in-person meeting of the Board of Equalization and Review. On the screen, you will see the members of the Board of Equalization and Review. Additionally, tax staff and representatives from the county attorney's offices may be present in the remote meeting. Appellants and their witnesses, if any, were required to register in advance and are also attending the remote meeting. When a case is called for its hearing, speakers will be prompted within the remote platform so their videos can be seen. The chair will swear in applicants and witnesses at the beginning of each case. Staff will present each case and applicants will then provide their evidence. Control of the presentation and screen sharing will remain with the tax staff. Today's meeting is being broadcast live on the county's YouTube site, and a link to this broadcast is on the website for the Board of Equalization and Review. Before we begin the evidentiary hearings on today's schedule, I would like to provide some important information about the steps taken to ensure that each party's due process rights are protected as we proceed in this remote platform. Each applicant on today's agenda was notified that this meeting would be conducted using a remote electronic platform. During registration, every applicant on today's agenda consented to the board conducting the evidentiary hearing using this remote platform. We will also confirm today at the start of each evidentiary hearing that the participants in the evidentiary hearing consent to the matter proceeding in this remote platform. If there's any objection to a matter proceeding in this remote platform, the case will be continued. Notice of today's meeting was provided by publishing notice in the newspaper and by mail to the applicant. The newspaper notices for today's meetings contained information on how the public can access the remote meeting as the meeting occurs. These notices also contain information about the registration requirement for the meeting, along with information about how to register. All individuals participating in today's evidentiary hearing were also required to submit a copy of any presentation, document, exhibit, or other material that they wish to submit at the evidentiary hearing prior to today's meeting. No new documents will be submitted during today's meeting. All decisions of the board are subject to appeal to the North Carolina Property Tax Commission. All right, well, let's get moving. The first thing we have is the consent agenda. Those are items 1 through 13. Do I have a motion regarding items 1 through 13?
I make a motion, we accept.
Do I have a second? Can't hear you, Tony.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, moving on to the consent agenda of the ones that were not accepted and we didn't hear back from. Those are items 14 through 22. Do I have a motion on items 14 through 22?
I make a motion, we accept.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. All right, moving on to item number 23. This is an exemption that was denied. It was timeliness was the only problem. Ms. McCoy, are you here?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. I need to get you sworn, please. If you'll raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your name and position with the county, please.
Anita McCoy, Division Manager, Land Records and GIS.
Okay, what do you have for us on these two?
Okay, these two are exactly the same, but I'll present them separately. The first parcel is parcel 168696, and the owner is Claire Robert Michael and Nascimento Claire Libby Caroline. The exemption type that they're requesting is GS 105-277.1C, which is the disabled veteran exclusion. The tax year is for year 2022. The date of application, when the application was received, was 6/6/2022. The application was due on 6/1 of 2022. And the reason for being late, according to the form, the taxpayer found out of the exemption and was unaware of the filing deadline. In the recommendation, the exemption was denied untimely, otherwise qualifies. The taxpayer meets all requirements. Taxpayer requested for approval from the board to grant application is timely.
Okay, any questions from the board? Any discussion? Then I'll entertain a motion on item number 23.
The second one is parcel 213-827.
Wait just a minute, Ms. McCoy. Let's go ahead and vote on this one.
Okay.
So I need a motion from somebody. Somebody speak up on item 23.
I make a motion, we accept item 23 as timely.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, let's move on to item number 24, Ms. McCoy.
Okay, parcel 213-827, and the owner is Patterson Keeler M, and the exemption type is the same Jeep.S 105-277-1C, disabled veteran exclusion. The tax year is for year 2022. The date of application received was 6/30 of 2022. The application due date was 6/1 of 2022. The reason for being late, according to the taxpayer was unaware of the program and the filing deadline. And the recommendation from the county, the exemption denied, untimely, otherwise qualifies. The taxpayer meets all requirements. Taxpayer requested for approval from the board to grant application is timely.
Okay, any questions from the board? Any discussion? Then I will entertain a motion on item number 24.
So we're
I
just,
guess
we're just moving on the fact of whether or not it's timely or not,
Yes.
correct? Okay, then I can make a motion that we accept it as timely.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, David, are you having trouble with your audio? I think he is.
Yes, he is. It's saying that he hasn't connected yet in the audio part.
David, can you hear us?
He can hear us. Yeah. Mr. Williams, if you would back out and come back in, and on the first screen it said connect with computer audio.
Mm.
Just close, leave, and come back in. And click the connect with computer audio. Oh, that would be leave, sorry. Bottom right-hand corner.
Okay, so I sent him a private message just in case he can't hear us, to leave and come back in.
Okay, good deal, good deal. But I thought he could hear us because he was reacting to Mr. Smith's request to make a motion. Can you hear us now, Mr. Smith? Will? Okay, there he is. He's gone. Okay. All right, Mr. Williams, can you unmute? We may be
Yeah,
able to hear you.
yeah,
There
I
you
had
go.
a problem. I'm good now. Sorry about
Okay.
that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, man.
Okay, all right, let's move on to the next one. It's a little early. Is anybody here for number 25? That's Pairwise Plant Service. Ms. Frisbee, let's get you sworn in and see what sort of information you can provide with us on this, please. You raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
State your name and position with the county, please.
Melissa Frisbee, personal property supervisor.
Have you heard anything from the Pairwise Plants people recently?
No, not since they were asking like the status of their appeal, but I told them that it hadn't been scheduled yet. That was the last time I heard, but we're doing it now. I don't know if they're gonna come or not.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll give them a few more minutes. Is anybody here for the other two cases? That would be North Durham Orthodontics and PNC Equipment Finance. Amanda, do you have something to add for us?
Yeah, Mr. Smith, I'm actually filling in for Andrea Williams on those today. And I'm not aware if anyone is going to show up for those two cases either.
Okay, well, let's wait until 10:25. Let's wait 6 or 7 minutes to give the people at Pairwise a chance to come. So we'll take a little break, all right? All right, see you all in a few minutes.
Mrs. Smith, are you enjoying your vacation?
I'm leaving right after this though, so I had to kind of hang around to do this, but yeah, we're heading back, try to miss the traffic.
Okay, okay, that'll be a good start. Yeah.
I've been playing golf. I've been playing terribly though, so it hadn't been that good a vacation.
Well, then you should be happy to leave.
Yeah, get away.
All right, here comes Mr. Williams.
Hey.
There's Miss Kimball.
All right.
And Miss Frisbee is there. Okay, all right.
So I guess Wendell is not available. Is he not coming?
No, he wasn't available today. All right.
All right, it is 10:25. Do we have anybody here from Pairwise Plant Services? Okay, seeing none. Ms. Frisbee, if you will continue, please.
Yeah, the taxpayer is requesting an abatement of the late list penalties for the tax year of 2022. Well, so on February 1st, they submitted, well, they were 1 minute past submitting the extension request. So the extension requests are due by January 31st. They weren't able to submit the extension request on time to get an extension to file. And they said that they would like the board to know that the 1 minute delay was directly related to a COVID-19 restrictions that forced the accounting team to work remotely and unforeseen internet issues while working remotely. And they also had an unexpected staff shortage at the same time. Their former controller was responsible for the prior year property tax listings, and they weren't able to get clarification from him. But the staff is requesting that the total penalties remain on the tax receipts per the North Carolina General Statute 105-312H.
So did you say they were 1 minute late on filing their extension?
Correct.
But they're not asking for an extension now. They're asking for forgiveness of the penalty. Is that correct?
Correct. So they didn't actually file until March 7th. But if they would have gotten the extension, then they would have been granted through April the 15th. But since they didn't get the extension request in on time, they weren't allotted that.
But even the extension, they would have had to have it in by April. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Any questions from the board? Any discussion? It's kind of hard to do anything for them when they don't even show up. I will entertain a motion on item number 25.
I move that we uphold the penalty.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right. Okay. Ms. Markle, let's pull you back up for just a minute, please.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and get you sworn in. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
And you're saying that you don't know whether these people are going to show up or not.
That is correct.
Okay. All right. Well, let's shift gears a little bit here. Mr. Beatty, do we have some other stuff to discuss while we've got a break? I think maybe
we do.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. The governor's state of emergency will be lifted as of August the 15th. That means that we have to go back to in-person hearings. So our next hearing will be August the 17th, which is 2 days beyond the August the 15th. August the 15th. Hold one moment. Let me put the mute on this phone. Sorry about that. I couldn't find the mute button. All right. So our next meeting is August the 17th, which will be 2 days beyond the date that the state of emergency is lifted. So we are mandated to go back to in-person hearings. So the in-person hearings will be here in the Board of E&R room, right here in Admin 2 at 201 East Main Street. And so our next meeting will be in person.
And so we don't have no option. We have to be in person.
We have to be in person. That doesn't mean something won't come back later on and say that there may be an option when somebody is, because the way things are going, they may give us the ability to do something particular for those meetings, because we may end up, I don't know, they may even put something on us that, we can't have anybody coming in the building. I don't know that. And Mr. Wardell, who is the attorney for our department, said that he would keep us abreast of any changes that come before the 15th. But if nothing happens before the 15th, we have to have our next meeting, which is after the 15th, live. If something happens in between us after we have the meeting on the 17th live, he will inform us and tell us that we'll be able to do whatever the mandate or the state of emergency allows us to do at that point in time. So it's just that we have to go back. I know we've enjoyed the remote way we were doing things, because it gave everybody the ability to be here if you chose and not have to buy gas or a plane ticket. So that was fine. But when it says live, I'm pretty sure it means live for us, and we'll find out if it means that live for the taxpayers themselves. So he'll tell us something about that prior to our 17th meeting, but he didn't have anything as late as Monday to tell us.
Okay.
So that is the only change that has come about since our previous meeting, when they told us that we had to meet live after the 15th. And I couldn't put another meeting in prior to the 15th. It didn't give us a month stretch or the 4-week stretch to give us time to put something on an agenda. So.
Okay. Well, we should probably meet anyway, because it's been a while since we met live. Now, I'd like to see some sort of alternating thing. Maybe do Zoom, and then meet quarterly or something.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
What'd you say, Tony?
I just said that would be great. I think this has highlighted, I think, the accessibility of this, for everyone, the taxpayers, for us, it's been very eye-opening about, not to mention just how the resource, I'd be willing to give up our little stipend if it meant that we could go to a hybrid system, like keep the $100 because that doesn't even pay for gas. But I'm just, it has been, it's been a world changing, because I was seriously thinking about resigning at one point, and this kind of happened and kept going, and it meant that I could keep doing it. So, and I know I'm not alone in that, but yeah, if there's like, who's in charge of that? Who do we talk to? Who do we bribe?
I love it.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Unless it works.
Yeah. We'll be having, I'm pretty sure that we're not the only ones even who took advantage of the modern way of doing business. And so I'm pretty sure that the comments are coming into DOR and the questions, which is why Brian said he would keep us abreast of what was going on and how the state as a whole is reacting to the lifting of the state of emergency. So, and I'll keep abreast of it. And as things come through, because we do get emails occasionally, I do. And so I will forward any new stuff to you all as we get it, and Brian will keep us lined up, so to speak, as he get things, because things come to him first, and then they come to me. And so, but I think that we're not the only ones who are having this discussion, because the convenience and being able to get things done, it took us into another level of modern business, and so current day business. So it really was working well for all that was involved, especially the travelers from Chicago and LA, and it just made everything work so much more smoother. So from that
I was
aspect.
also thinking about so many of the taxpayers, especially the ones that are elderly or have disabilities, have mobility issues, you know, it just, or transportation issues. I think it just makes it more accessible for a lot of people. So.
And if nothing else, I will mention to Brian what we were saying here today. I'll email, copy all on it, send it to Brian, and see if he can start some communique from our point of view to DOR and the powers that be.
I got a little icon right here that says live, so I think we're live right now.
We are live right now.
Yeah,
I feel alive. I don't know about the rest of you.
yeah.
We are live, yes.
All right. Okay, well, it is 10:35, so we've got the next one here from North Durham Orthodontics. So I guess there's nobody that's going to show up for that. So, Ms. Markle, if you will proceed with that one, please.
So North Durham Orthodontics is appealing their late list penalty that was applied based on the discoveries for tax years 2017 through 2021. And these were discoveries based on an audit that our office had performed on their business property. So they were underlisting their assets for tax years 2017 through 2021. So late list penalties were applied in the amount of $2,999.99. The taxpayer is requesting that these be waived. I do not have any documentation as in front of me or what that was provided to me as to the reason why they are asking for it to be waived. But the county does recommend that the late list penalty remain in accordance with 105-312H.
Have they paid the past taxes on this?
So they paid for the tax years in which they had originally listed, but they have not paid the discovered tax amounts for these particular years that we went back and back billed them with the penalties. Those have not been paid yet.
So they've got the penalties and the back taxes that they have to pay.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. All right. Any questions from the board? Any discussion? Then I'll entertain a motion on item number 26.
I move that we uphold the county's position.
Do I have a second?
Second,
All those in favor say aye.
aye.
Okay, 10:45. Is there anything else we need to discuss there, Mr. Beatty? Or anything else?
No,
We
sir.
got 8 minutes. Well, I guess we'll take a 8-minute break then. So see you all back here at 10:45. Okay?
Okay.
Sonia, are you here with us? Ah, there you are. Okay, is there anybody here from PNC Equipment Finance? Okay, seeing none. Ms. Markle, if you will continue, please.
So this is actually about whether to accept an untimely appeal for business property. So the taxpayer does want to appeal their value from an audit, but they submitted their appeal untimely. We sent them notice of the final notice from their audit was sent on May the 7th of 2021. They had 30 days from the date of that letter to appeal. We then billed them in June of 2021, June 25th of 2021, mailed their notices. They submitted their appeal on April the 18th of 2022. So almost a full year after we sent them the final letter from their audit. And they are now wanting to appeal that audit. So this appeal on the docket today is whether we can accept that appeal as timely or not. The county is recommended that it not be accepted since they were so far removed from their time frame.
Did they give any reason for why it was so late?
Their reason was, the reason for the appeal, it says this is in reference to an audit conducted by County Tax Services Auditor Laura Johnson. We do not show ever receiving preliminary findings or any type of findings until March 28th of 2022. Appealing the audit findings properly was always reported.
So they're saying they never got notified,
Correct.
but we don't have any evidence or testimony to that fact, do we?
Only the writing that they put on their appeal.
Okay, all right. Any questions from the board? Any discussion? Then I will entertain a motion regarding item number 27.
I move we uphold the county's position.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, one question. Penalties are not appealable, is that correct? Yeah.
You can appeal late list penalties. Yes, they are.
No, I mean, you can't appeal.
The late listing part is.
Oh, so they could appeal this to the PTC?
Oh,
Yes. I mean, it's appealable to us.
No, I
not
mean,
to the PTC.
yeah, the penalties are not appealable, unlike property values that are. appealable.
Right,
gotcha.
that's right.
And-
Yes,
and-
yes.
And interest, we can't waive that even if we want to, right? Okay. All right, anybody have anything else?
So in recapping, the next meeting in August will be in person, correct?
Yes,
Okay,
we're in our regular meeting room.
okay.
Yeah. 10 o'clock, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, well, I will see you all then in a month.
Okay.
All righty then.
Enjoy yourself, Dave, at the beach. I'm jealous.
All right, thank you, everybody.
All right.
All
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.